Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about product-based and service-based businesses. All right, so it is a brisk but very windy morning here in England. I was going to do a video outside. I kind of drove out to this nice little location and I was going to, just film a little video and it's just too windy. For those of you guys who do YouTube videos or do any kind of videos at all, you'll know that the wind can be like a terrible thing when you're going out and trying to talk a little bit, and then the wind is just, you get back and you're editing your video and it's just everything blowing on it, which is just, it's frustrating, right? And so, yeah, I thought, well, I'll just film from in the car. And for those of you guys who aren't doing YouTube videos or doing any kind of content at all, I'm going to say it again. I highly encourage you to do it. Either do it, get used to being on camera, do it for yourselves, do it for future clients, do it for future customers, but just to have something out there, whether it be videos or blog posts or whatever. So when, when they go Googling you, they have something to find, some body of work. But anyway, that's not what this video is about today. Today, I want to talk about product businesses versus service businesses. It's something I've struggled with for the entire time that Overpass has been in existence. So I started Overpass in 2004. So we're nearly 20 years, I guess 19 years ago. And for the majority of the time, it's been a service-based business, right? It's been either me selling my own time or me selling the time of other developers and just building things for other people, right? Which has been... it's been okay, but it's stressful. It's very stressful. About 10 years ago, I started doing apps. So doing my own application. So I had a product-based business, right? So I was selling a product, and that was a lot less stressful because everything I did was updating the application, working on the marketing, working on everything like that. But everything was done on something that I actually owned, something that I didn't get the phone call saying, ooh, I want this other, I mean, people could suggest features and stuff like that, but it was up to me whether or not I put them in, right? It was something that gives you a lot more control. About 8 years ago, I remember meeting with I kind of work was like, I was trying to bring on new work for the team. I had like a team, I built up too quickly and I was trying to find new work. And so I met up with a business owner, a friend of mine. I say a friend of mine. I actually worked for him for a while, several years earlier. But, we basically sat down and had coffee and I was, trying to just, asking him questions about how he got started and everything, and the business that he has. And he was telling me, he said, Eric, you could either have a service-based business or you could have a product-based business. And for me, himself, he says, I started off as a service-based business, and all it was you traded one boss. So maybe you leave your job, you trade one boss for several bosses, right? You're constantly working for other people. You get a phone call in the middle of the day, this thing has gone down, or we have this one user with this other problems. And service-based businesses can be a lot of hassle. Right, a lot of the people who ask me questions here on the YouTube channel is, developers who want to start their own companies. A lot of times they're thinking in terms of a service-based company instead of a product-based company, right? Which is something that is really, really stressful. I mean, the ultimate goal is to have a product-based business, right? It just is. Because you have a lot more, all the freedoms you talk about in terms of like starting your own thing, all have to do with having a product out there on the market, right? Now, the downside of that is you're never sure when you're creating a product whether or not it's going to work. So if you create an app or a SaaS service or whatever, you're basically making an educated guess about whether or not that's going to work. And it may take a while for that to actually take off or to complete development or for the marketing to kick into effect. And in the meantime, you need revenue coming in. So a lot of the times businesses that I've spoken to, they start as service-based businesses with the ultimate goal of becoming product-based. So it's a distinction that I wanted to bring up for those of you guys. A lot of you guys who are doing your own business, you already know this, right? This is nothing new to you. But for those guys getting started, it's something to think about. The ultimate goal is to having your own product I mean, you're still gonna, you have to service the product. You're still gonna have, you know, the strange phone calls that come in where something's gone down, something stopped working, something's not working as good as it should be, but you own the product and you have that revenue going forward. It's a scalable business when it's a product based. If it's service based, it's only scalable in terms of how many good quality people you can find to work for you. Anyway, just wanted to share those thoughts for you. Sorry I wasn't able to get outside today. Anyway, for those guys who are running your own business, let me know, do you run primarily service-based or product-based businesses? I've been working on a product for a while. You know, it's just, yeah, I put it live last year, and then I keep taking it back into development to make more changes to it. It's something that I'm always striving for. You know, I still have my apps on the app market. They still bring in money each month, but not as much as they used to. And it's, you know, I'm still a work in progress, right? Yeah, just like the rest of us. So anyway, I hope you guys are staying healthy, stay safe. That is it for today. I'll talk to you again